You are now tapped into the buzz on Harden Street. Join us in English 427 podcasting for Allen University, where we discuss politics, pop culture, events on campus. You name it, we yapping about it right here on the buzz on Harden Street. Oh yeah, don't get stung, get sprung. We live in the hive. Hey, you know.
Yo. It's QB1 at Allen University, Jamirius Mukes. Welcome back to the Buzz on Harden Street. I'm going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves.
Yo, it's your boy Jay coming to slay. You already know the vibes.
Oh, hey y'all, it's Mac.
Hey y'all, it's Shay on the beat.
What's up? It's Naya and the clerk.
Y'all know it's Tim. We keeping it stung.
JT and I'm back in. Give me my backhand. Nothing less, nothing more. Let's do it.
What's going on, y'all? And today, our three topics will be how to control your anger, old gen versus new gen, respect, values, and expression. And the last one will be campus culture, probate season, and the events around campus. All right, so the first question we have would be, what are some coping mechanisms you use to relax, some coping mechanisms you use to relax or calm yourself when you're angry?
Me? I used to box in high school. Like, that was one of my therapy sessions. They'll have me boxing to control my anger. But then I started, doing sports, stopped playing sports, and then I learned how to write poetry. And I played piano, so like those are my coping mechanisms to, channel my anger.
Yeah, I'd say for me, it's just going to the gym, probably go for a walk, go to the lake or something like that.
I count to 100 on my fingers, and then if I'm still mad by the time I hit 100, I'm going to just count to 100 again.
I like to go on walks and, observe nature while also medicating and meditating.
Medicating?
What you mean by medicating?
If you know what I mean.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you don't, you broke.
I did some research and verymind.com says that all those things are correct. Taking a walk is actual meditation, not like meditation, but actual like meditation. And counting I do that too, counting 100. But yeah, just to put that up there.
Yeah, music is like my biggest getaway, like from the world.
Oh, yeah, I definitely say that too. I just get in the car, go for a ride, just bang music as loud as I can.
Yeah.
No, I can't drive mad, because if I drive mad, I'm going to crash.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Dang, Shay.
Yeah, sometimes I play songs
No,
that kind of
seriously,
relate to the
'cause then I'll get to
situation.
crying because, I'll be mad because there's traffic, and then I'm mad about the thing I was already mad about. So now I'm screaming at the people in traffic, telling them to get out my way. And then I'm frustrated, and then I start crying, then I can't see. It's not pretty.
Well, when I see you, I'm going to make sure I take them car keys.
Okay.
That's that road rage.
Thank you for that.
Next question we have is, when you're in a heated situation, are you the type to add fuel to the fire or try to de-escalate it?
I'm a de-escalator. Yeah, I hate, conflict like real bad. Like, I'll try to, I'm more what you call the peacemaker. That's what I am, the peacemaker.
You think so?
I am. People have said that to me multiple times. Like, whenever they have issues, they always come like, no, we're
But
going
what
to get
about when
nice.
you have issues?
Oh, see, now that's a different story. See, I can help others, but when it comes down to me, no. I'm going to need a peacemaker.
I wouldn't say I add fuel to it, but if I see it getting out of hand, I'm like get out of it then. Like in that instance, I'm gonna get out of it or end it. But we gonna discuss it again at a later time, at a calmer. You know what I'm saying?
No, but if it's funny, I am gonna be a little messy. I'm like, what you said? She said you said this.
That's that typical black
Right.
person
I'm
mindset.
gonna be a little
Messy.
messy.
That's that typical black
I think
person
a lot
mindset.
of conflict comes from people misunderstanding. So a lot of the times when like I'm upset and I notice that the other person is also visibly upset, I feel like the best way to de-escalate is just like literally walking away and tabling the conversation for a second. Because a lot of people be trying to like rush a conversation into happening, and a lot of times like once you start yelling, it's like nobody's really making any sense anymore, and nobody's really listening anymore. And that's really the whole point of a conversation or an argument, is so that you can hear the other person out.
I feel like in a moment I'm very like ignorant. Like if I'm into it with somebody at that very moment, especially if they coming at me kind of crazy, like I'd be cool until you start insulting me, like you start calling me names and stuff. So now I kind of got to get it on the level with you. But I'm sure after the situation die down, I become mature again. I be like, dang, I ain't have to do that with them, or I could have went about it this way. But
And that's very responsible of you to like, admit what you have
Yeah, that
done
is
and
a
come back and apologize.
yeah, of course.
Very
But-
mature.
But hey, I like to be ignorant sometimes, just for fun. So
That be the problem.
Yeah, I'm more of a like, cool person, I don't really like being in trouble or starting trouble with people, I'm more of the person that, will try to talk about it, but if it has to get there, and if we have to take it there, then, I don't mind. That's the type of person I am.
Mac, you got anything to say?
No.
All right, next question. Do you believe in forget and forgive, or do you hold on to things?
Well, now I don't hold on to nothing, but I definitely do not forget. I mean, forgive and forget. I'm gonna forgive you, but trust and believe I'm gonna remember. Cause like, no, you not. You really? I'm just gonna let you do that foul stuff and me just leave it alone. No, I'm gonna forgive you, but best believe I'm gonna remember what you did, and it's not gonna be the same no more. I'm sorry, just lost that trust.
Right.
It's deep. It's deep. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
think
mess
for
with that.
me, like I forgive people so that I can move on. I feel like sitting on feelings is stupid, because like if I didn't forgive a lot of people in my life, like I'd be really mad all the time, and I wouldn't be able to enjoy things that I enjoy, because I'd be thinking about how mad I am at that person still. Like, who cares? I'm gonna forgive you because I need to move on with my life. I'm not gonna forget what you did to me, and I might not ever mess with you again. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna forgive you so that I can proceed, and so that I can heal myself. And you can choose to do whatever you'd like.
And when y'all say y'all forgive, like, do y'all mean like how you say like I forgive you, but at that moment, but when you see that person again, do it change y'all aura, like how you move? Like, say you could be happy 1 minute, and that person is walking to change your whole mood.
No, my
So-
aura is always present in me. So like I feel like ain't nobody can step in a room and make me feel less than.
Because that's like a big thing. Because
Honestly.
people say like they forgive you, but like when you see them, it's like all that anger just come back. So it's like you really never forgave them.
Gave them, right.
Yeah, like all that anger just build back. Because I have an issue with that a lot. Like me and my dad, like if I see my dad, like my whole mood just changed automatic. Like
And you haven't forgiven him.
Yeah, and that's something you have to work on with yourself.
I know. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
Some
that's a
people you
fucking-
can't forgive them because like once
'Cause,
they
like-
see that you are a very forgiving person, they gonna try to.
They're going to
use
take
you
advantage
again.
of that. And then they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. But, like me spiritually, I know, like, God forgive me for all my sins I keep doing over and over. But, like, at one, like, I'm not really God. Like, that's going to hurt me a lot. So, like.
But that's the goal to aim towards. Like
I
you have to
know, I
forgive
know.
no matter what the situation is, because how would you like it? Say like if we going Christian, how would you like if God didn't forgive us?
I know, but see, with me, like, me personally, I'm not finna keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So, like,
See, all right, so I like what both of y'all said. So, like, I'm the type of person, like, how can I say it? I don't do neither one. So, like, if I see you moving, if I see how you are, I'm going to just deal with you accordingly. I'm not gonna forgive you, and I'm not gonna forget. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, you a lame. I'm gonna treat you like a lame. I got you. Bet you want to do that? Bet I'm gonna make sure I deal with you the same way you deal with me. It's like,
Yeah. Forget. I ain't forgetting nothing.
I ain't forgetting nothing.
Especially how you did me. If I feel like you did me bad, I might let it go for a second. But when that feeling resurfaces, oh man, everything coming back with it, just straight up.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say forget, but still, you do have to forgive though to move on with your life.
Biblically, you have to forgive.
Forgive those who trespass as we forgive those who trespass
That's
against us. That's from the Lord's Prayer, the thing that everybody used to say before they went to bed at night.
You turn on that is no more.
If you said that prayer, then you have to live by it. You can't just halfway live by God's word. Like, I mean, granted, there's a lot of things that I do probably that are against what people traditionally think are Christian. And that's fine if you feel that way. But I know my relationship with God. I know
that's all that
I'm
matters.
protected.
God know my heart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
all
Me and
right.
him got a thing going on. We understand each other.
All right, so topic number 2, topic number 2 is old gen versus new gen, respect, values, and expression. Question 1 is, do elders still deserve the same level of respect today as they did in the past?
They do, but they don't. At this point in time, you either respect is given. Like, I mean earned, not given. So like, if you respect me, I'm going to respect you. But if you disrespecting me, don't expect me to respect you. I don't no, that's not right. Even though you're older than me, you should still have some type of respect for me. And these old people, these old heads really thinking that we back in the old days where you could just talk to a person any type you want. No, these children will really get disrespectful with you. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like just because I'm younger, of course I'm going to do my utmost to respect you, but if you're disrespecting me, yeah, I got to match fire with fire. Cold world.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think this is in there, but I feel like there's a difference between like the actual older generation, what we grew up on, versus the now so-called new or older generation with these new people. Y'all get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big difference. Like people ain't old. Like people ain't really old no more. Like they.
All the old people really gone.
Yeah, like older people don't act like older folks no more, I should say.
No, they acting like your mama. Like,
Really your friend, I should say.
Old people still be hating.
That too.
They hate bad.
yes, real bad.
Especially older and black women. I don't think that's
I
about.
know a couple of them on this campus ain't
They
gonna say
get
nothing.
weird. And, like, I know that when I got to Allen, like, I realized there was like a weird like dynamic between the students and teachers where
They gonna right on
like,
the bullseye.
all that ma'am and sir stuff, like, I was like, what is this about? Like, what do you mean, ma'am? Are we on the slate? Like, are we on the plantation again? Like, that's what I thought about, because where I'm from, we don't say that. We don't say ma'am or sir. We don't like hold the door for old people. Like, old people are
Yeah, that's a
typically
big
very
thing.
independent in my city. So like a lot of the times, like they would be offended if you tried to hold the door for them or call them ma'am or sir. Like, so when I got here, I was like, no, I'm not gonna call you ma'am.
I think that's just a country thing. Like I
A
grew up in the
country
Midwest.
thing? What?
Yeah, we're
That's
very
just how
southern.
we grow.
very
That's just
southern.
how
Where
we
you
grown
from?
up. That's respect. Like that's a
said you
symbol
from the
of
Midwest.
respecting
Yeah, like
your elders.
Oklahoma,
That's just the
Idaho.
way it was. Like growing up. Like
These people gotta understand that like these children is not from where you from. Like we like come from different states, different
Exactly,
countries.
different
what y'all
parts.
grow up on, they did not grow up on that same thing. Cause I learned that when I went to New York. Like I was walking, I was telling this man, excuse me. And she was like, my mom was like, no, these people don't really, respect that, just they gonna ignore you. Like, I said, no, mom, but that's where I grew up from.
So in Philly, you guys say excuse me one time. If they don't move, then you say excuse me with a little more bass in your voice, and then they'll move. That's just the type of thing we do. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but when I get
I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna fake up north. Yeah, somebody gonna get
People are
aggressive
just
with you
more
because I'm from
aggressive.
Ohio. Like they don't play up there. Like down here, they stare too much.
Yeah,
Somebody
and if
gonna tweak
Nah,
you
too
grilling
much.
me,
You
like,
gonna
is
get
you
tweaked
grilling
on.
me? Like, they will
Yeah,
really,
like,
No cap.
they will
What you
get
staring at me
violent. They
for?
will really
I'm gonna
get
look
violent.
at you. I'm gonna look away. If I look back,
They gonna get violent with you.
like,
I'm
what
telling
you
you.
staring at?
all right. Next question. What do you think is the biggest divide between how the older generation operated and how we do now?
We really just talked about that, so let's go
Yeah.
ahead.
Nah, I don't think we talked about it enough though.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's what I'm saying.
nah.
Let's add on.
So, cause like this new gen, like I've been mentioned earlier, we're just overly exposed. So like we just more out there, like more exposed versus like the old generation. They're like more reserved, and they just be, I guess, cooling. But
I do also feel like they didn't have the platform for it. Like they didn't have social media and stuff, so they probably was the same way. We just didn't see it. You can go on social media and see anything today. Whatever you want to see, you can go find it.
That's true.
So I just feel like shit.
We more exposed.
They're
to it
probably
than
they're
they
probably
was.
yeah they're probably
Their parents
moving
more
the same
strict.
way. Yeah.
yeah, why is it that like older people try to police like what do we do like nowadays though? Like there's always somebody that feels like we should go back to how they used to do things.
I really think it's because like I be trying to. In my head, I be trying to think maybe it's like they probably know something that we don't know, and they don't want us to go through the same path, so they trying to stop us before. But you can't really do that because like we gotta learn our own mistakes. Like we gotta be able to make mistakes so we can learn from them.
Yeah, but one thing I learned from my grandma though, like a lot of stuff that people go through, even day to day stuff, like 90% of stuff you go through can be avoided for sure. 90% of it, like no cap.
Like
I feel like that's why they be on like trying to assist.
About to say times are different too. So like times back then with the older generation, like you could trust people more than you can trust people now, I should say, because like I said, just times are just very different. Like right, they're more on that survival like type of timing versus us. We have everything that like handed to us.
We don't think
pretty much.
They don't think we trying to survive too in this economy. We trying to survive too.
But we have technology on our side. They didn't.
Shit, we ain't finna have that for much longer. They talking about something going off the grid.
I think the scary part about this divide between, like, I guess our elders and us is not necessarily like any of the things that they lacked or the things that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I think the part that messes with me is the fact that like history kind of repeats itself every single like
Blue moon.
2 or 3 decades. History starts to repeat itself again. So it might have like a new digital age, but foundationally America has always been the same. We've always been at a disadvantage as Black people and people of color. So I think that being that they went through so much to get to the point where we are now, they think that we're not going through anything. But quite frankly, our generation has faced a lot as well.
Yeah, they think
like we went through a global pandemic through like our primary years of high school.
Sophomore and junior year.
Yeah, like we went through a whole like social justice advocacy thing where like the police were literally beating and killing us. So, and they still are. So it's kind of like to say that we're not going through anything is redundant because just because you went through something that you think was greater than us, it's not, because we're still facing similar issues. And right now, Trump is about to instill martial law. So it's like there's a lot of things that are happening that are like kind of repeating themselves.
Yeah.
So I think what we would rather want from those older generations is kind of like
Advice
some type of wisdom
Mm-hmm.
passed on instead of just being like, y'all don't know what y'all gonna deal with. Y'all don't know what y'all are gonna do. Like,
history is really evolving. It's changing. It's doing something we ain't never seen before now.
no, but they have seen something like this before.
I mean, yes. Similarly,
they've seen pandemics.
They've seen them.
epidemics.
Not,
They've
they couldn't go to school. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel
like
you on
they've
that.
seen social justice advocacy. Like they've literally fought to get us the right to vote, to
They're trying to take that
protest and things like that. So it's like you can't take that from them. However, they also can't take away the fact that we also have struggled, and that we also are dealing with a lot like right now. And just because we have social media and we have phones and technology is going to be nothing if we have no rights.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, question number 4. As you, because we already did number 3 pretty much. As have you grown older, do you treat older adults differently than you did when you were younger? Are you more comfortable expressing yourself to elders now?
I express myself a little bit more than I used to because as a child, I had no choice but to take it. But now I don't really let, things slide no more. But I do humble myself. So, like, if I see me thinking I'm finna get disrespectful with you, I'm going to most definitely walk away. Or I'm going to hang up on you in your face. Like, I hangs up on my mama. And I hung up on my grandma, like, the first time in forever. Because she said something wow. And I didn't have time to hear that. So I hung up on her. And I'd be blocking them so they won't call me back.
I've always questioned authority, so I really never cared how old you were. Honestly, like I feel like people think that age like equals authority, but it's like you have to demand respect. You have to command that when you enter a room. You have to earn that. Respect is not just given.
Walk away.
Yeah, respect is not just given. Now, I'm not going to say that I always was like cussing out teachers, but I was the type of kid that was in the classroom to be like, well, why? You know? I was just a why kid. Like, I was the thought daughter. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, okay, well, I don't understand, so I'm going to keep asking you why. And if you get irritated, then kick me out the class.
You know,
So I started
They
trying.
can't kick out of class, bro.
and nowadays I just feel like it's got to be a boundary set between the two when it comes to respect, because we don't respect the older folks, but I feel like they don't respect us either.
Who don't respect older people?
I'm just saying in general. Just saying in
I
general. Like it just has it's like a line has to be drawn between the two. Like
And
both
then we
both
in
parties
college
have to.
too, so like we also adults too. Y'all just a little adulter.
Yeah, but you gotta. I don't know.
They old. They
Yeah.
AS.
Like
You ain't
the
finna come to
respect
me
still has to be
crazy.
there, but
Nah,
at
you
the
ain't finna
same
talk to me
time, they gotta show respect too, because times is different, and
They
they
don't
have to
do
they have to learn how to adapt
And
to
that's the thing.
today's age.
They don't do that. And that's why they're gonna get cussed out.
All right, y'all. Topic number 3: campus culture, probate season, and events. Number 1: how was the talent show this year? What was everyone's favorite performance?
That joint was rigged.
It was-
That joint was rigged, and for those of y'all out there that know, y'all know what exactly what I'm talking about.
Bruh, they was being funny,
They
bruh.
was
And
no shade to the person who won that, that $25.
I won. Okay. Okay. Nobody was really trying for
We
it.
know them twins.
I mean, bruh, you could.
Them
You
dripping
could
twins was supposed to
all I
win.
gotta say is you could tell that person made it up. It like a
Right
30
on the
minutes
spot.
before
Right on the spot.
they called her name up there, but it's cool.
I just feel like
it's
that.
cool. It's cool. Now they know.
I just felt like the doggone talent show was just thrown together. I don't feel like it went no really like it was like a last minute thing that they just wanted to do to say they did it. That's what I feel like.
It was fun. I ain't gonna lie.
It was fun, though.
Like, especially the pre-talent show with the gospel choir, gospel explosion. Yeah, we did our little big one. Yeah.
If you gotta practice your talent, are you really talented?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Mm,
practice my talent.
yeah, I was about to say it's a limit to that because you can be talented, but you can go out there and still make a fool of yourself. And
And speaking of making fools of ourselves, let's go back to these probates and people coming out and these people neos acting a fool
All right,
in
we
front
gon-
of these people.
all right, we're gonna get to that. Question number 2: did y'all enjoy your Kids Day?
No. Speaking of what I just said,
It was
acting a
alright.
fool.
It was all right. I mean,
No, these neos acting a fool.
the kids were
For shame.
Thank you, children, for coming
For shame.
and enjoying our campus. But it was all right though. The step
For
show,
shame on you
the step
guys.
show was,
For
the
shame.
step show was what it was, and you know what it was.
A mess.
Rigged.
A mess.
A
A
rigged
mess. It was a mess.
It was a rigged mess.
But it was a mess first.
I'm about to say, yeah, I already knew.
Y'all
that from
messed it
jump.
up for
See what I did?
yourselves.
Yeah, man.
Y'all messed it up for yourselves.
What is your beef with like grief life on campus?
Who, me? No, I don't have no
Yes.
beef. I don't have no beef with Greek. I promise you I don't.
You come in every day with like a rant about
But
somebody's
it's-
neos, about something.
But listen, y'all gotta understand that Kids Day was very foul. They should not be humping the ground in front of them 10-year-old kids. So I cannot say that was not wrong or that was right. That was most definitely wrong. And then it's parent, like the teachers and stuff, looking at everybody like, looking at Alan like, that gonna make a bad thing. Or Dr. McNeil, like, y'all really got these people doing this in front of kids? That's you reflecting your chapter and reflecting the school. That's very disrespectful. I don't care what nobody say. If you feel some type of way.
To speak on that,
Oh well.
shoot, at the end of the day, that person that person was responsible for their actions, but I'm not even gonna say that was the first time something like that happened, because honestly I made the same mistake before. But also too, you gotta realize this is kind of what come with us, like,
Yeah, but the response of why you did is crazy. You gonna say you want these kids to be gay?
huh?
Yes, that was really a response. They let's say you want these kids to be gay. Yes, that was really a response. So,
No,
so if
I'm just saying
Wait,
I digress.
it shouldn't have happened, but we are. You know, I'm not gonna name any names.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to.
I ain't say no names, but people-
Yeah, I think we're gonna move on to the next topic. Question number 3: what did you think about the probate shows this season? Any standout moments?
Yes, I love the alpha ones.
Sigma's had the best show.
All right.
No, I love the alpha
I
ones.
was really proud
I want
of
black eyes.
Sigma Gamma Rho. I was
Yes,
really
they
proud
did
of
good.
Charity. Shout out Charity. That's my girl.
Shout
That was
out-
my sweet
shout
mate.
Shout out
freshman year.
Charity. Shout
That's
out
Did y'all
twin.
thing.
That's
That
my
was
twin
my
right
sweet
there.
mate freshman year, and we've been very, very good friends since then.
Yeah,
and I was
we locked
And
in.
very
That's
shout
my
out to my
twin.
CA Zaria.
Oh yeah,
and my
Zaria
Hooper
too.
Casey.
Shout out to
Big
my Neos.
Town, not the
Yeah.
little
If we
one.
gonna talk about who really packed out that gym, we gonna talk about the bros, man. Shout out
because
to
only
the
people was there
bros.
was the bros. Those were the most biggest people there.
Nah, the
Yes.
bros
The
was
bros
on
was
the
there
Sigma's put on
in
the
bros
show,
was
though.
on the floor.
They was in there
The
deep.
crowd was in the bleachers. Shout out to the guys for packing that one out. Keep humping the floor.
Don't
The
encourage
Sigma's put on the
that.
production though. You know, compare to that. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey, everybody did their good fair share, bro. What else? Oh yeah.
Shout out to y'all too, bro. Shout out to y'all too.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oi. Oi.
Oi.
Question,
Oi, oi.
question number 4: how did y'all feel about the kickbacks, pool parties, block parties, and other?
Terrible. I was mad. Y'all, listen, I don't never go outside. I decided to go outside, and Miss Abigail want to shut down on the pool and to call the police on everybody. When on white people was out there blasting
We're sorry, your
music
name
to the
didn't
crack
get
of dawn. Oomps, 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 oomps. But we can't have fun. It's crazy.
Cold world.
Like, what?
I love that response to
Cold.
Cold World.
Gotta be colder.
I mean, it's been cool, man. We lit. We outside. We actually had a block party.
They did, and they tried
Allen
to
ain't
shut that down.
Allen ain't had a block party since.
I
Since like
I
my
wasn't
freshman
even here when
year.
they
since
had it.
2021. Sheesh.
No, we had one my freshman year.
But it wasn't as big. It wasn't as
It
big
wasn't.
as they had when we were seniors in high school.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, they said they had TVs outside.
Man,
Like they had everybody complaining.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Allen Black parties ain't really no block party.
Not no more.
Not on the campus.
A DJ outside with two speakers that's about to clip and blow up, and so-called blocking traffic, but it's really just on campus people. Like if you go to BC, bruh,
Everybody.
that's a real block party.
everybody.
Everybody out
outside.
there, bro.
Everybody on Tiger Lane. Everybody on Oak Street. Everybody at Activity Field behind the cab.
Wait, can I ask this question? This is like one of my biggest pet peeves. Why do we have pool parties and don't get in the pool?
That is a good question.
I think it's just turned cold right now to get in the pool.
Like, even when it's hot.
I wanted
even
to
when
get
it's
in the
hot.
pool.
Oh, I
They
be getting in
shut
the
us
pool.
down.
I get in the pool at pool
They just be
parties.
going out, look cute. Some people just be wanting.
But I also know how
I'ma
to
get in
swim.
the
A lot
water.
of people don't know how to swim, and
They trying
that's
to put
really
my
the
feet in the
reason why.
pool.
I'm getting in the
No.
water until Miss.
So
Abigail
you gonna
shut
wear,
down.
bruh?
But if I comb my hair done, of course I'm not gonna jump in the pool. Like,
You got to.
no.
Nah, I had them digi braids in my head. I was getting in that water. I was getting in that water.
Throw somebody in the pool if you love them.
No, that's be the problem.
Throw me in the pool if you want to die.
I swear, freshman year, them kids don't stay throwing people in the water.
The night I got somebody throw you in the pool, you just stay ready, all right?
This is why I stopped going to pool parties just for that. Like,
All right, next question. Which events have been the best, and what would y'all want to see next?
what, this week or like overall?
It doesn't say.
No, I'm asking you like which
This week.
this week.
Is everybody coming to the spring game?
Yeah. I'm gonna be there for sure.
We got a fashion show tonight, you know.
I feel like the best events were like the ones we've been having in the quad, cause like
Everybody.
it's just been really turned up in the quad lately. Like,
Lately, yes.
grilling, having food, music,
Fine.
shoot, meditating.
Minus the fighting in the
I-
first.
Mine is the fighting. Ain't been no fights.
Almost.
But
Almost.
Last night.
Well, yeah, you wasn't there.
What happened last night?
Yo,
Let's
me,
just
yo.
let's just yeah, what she said.
It was. Wasn't nobody fighting.
But other
Y'all
than
was at
that,
y'all grill. Y'all was at y'all grill when this was going on.
but
Yeah.
other than that, the
It
events,
was fun. It was
yeah.
fun, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, yeah, it was like battle of the DJs last night. What was up with that? Battle of the DJs?
Like Battle of 1911, bruh.
No, it was literally battle of the DJs.
1911 was not DJing.
No, No, I'm talking about them.
I
like
said, we're
the
not
Sigmas
1911.
And Blues, they was going
We're
back
not
and forth with each
1911,
other.
nah. We 1911.
I wish.
Whoa.
Wow.
Never that. Never that.
Just kid. I kid. But yeah.
That was well deserved.
All right.
All right.
Hey, y'all, don't forget to pull up to the Sigma party this week. The vibes will be lit. Music gonna be jumping.
Yes.
Y'all know
Yeah.
where to be?
No.
The location will be dropped pretty soon.
When is the party?
If it's off campus.
Next week. It's off.
The location and time will be dropped soon, but it is next week. Dress fresh and come ready to turn up the right way. And that will conclude the Buzz on Harden Street. If you're rocking with the episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast. Share it with a friend. Tap in on social media. And let us know what y'all want to hear next time. Appreciate the love as always. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Brr, 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 brr.